Hey guys, it's Alex here. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I made over $100,000, pretty much pure profit, with digital products and a YouTube channel without even 10,000 subscribers. Now, of course, for some proof, here's my Stripe account. I can go ahead and refresh it for anybody that simply does not believe me. Stripe is pretty much the largest payment platform in the world, so I can't really fake these numbers right here. Obviously, 2025, we started up a new business. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of break down the entire more principles, exactly how I got to this point. Here's the exact YouTube channel that we did actually go ahead and use to generate those numbers. Funny enough, I only got a couple hundred views per video, like, every video 200, 300, 400, like 900. Pretty much every video, almost like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views at max. So you don't need a large audience to make a lot of money, especially if you're selling something high ticket. Now, the reason why people simply cannot make a lot of money through YouTube or really any social media platform out there, it's not because of the subscriber count. It's not because of the views on their video. It's not because how good their call to action was. It is simply due to the offer. It's due to the authenticity of what you're actually offering to people, and essentially not being honestly transparent with people. So a lot of people get into YouTube thinking that I'll go ahead, start a channel, get millions of views and subscribers, get millions of leads to my business, and even close more deals. But at a point, it's like so many people try to be the best. And what people think is the best on YouTube is by creating videos that simply are just flashy, very quick to the eye, crazy thumbnails with all these patterns and, really hued up thumbnails. People think that's the best. And honestly, at some point it is. It obviously depends on your niche, but it also just attracts people that are attracted by shiny objects. Like you can show $1,000 in your thumbnail, or you can show a Stripe payment of $1,000. Like obviously way more people are going to click on the thumbnail that has the cash because that's all people can think of. They want quick ways of making money online or quick ways to lose abs. Like there's no actual philosophy to getting people into whatever it is that you're talking about without getting tons of views. So that being said, such as this video, this is only catered to people that are probably older, people that have a longer attention span, people that don't click left and right, because there's no thumbnail in this video. There's really no reason why I lured you into this video. It's because you were genuinely interested and you're sitting here. A good amount of people are going to click off this video because I don't have fancy edits. I don't have cuts. I don't have background music. Like I really have nothing in this video. And on top of that, just so many people sit and think, okay, how is this guy making money? How is he doing it? Why should I listen to him? Well, first of all, I've generated $250,000 online at 19 years old. I'm now 20, and obviously I'm showing people how to do that. Now, the reason why so many people will probably say, you've only generated $250,000. Like there are people like William Brown or Jordan Welch or all these people that have all these huge info companies with millions of subscribers and tons of people, right? Okay, but like they are level 10. They're the ones making $10 million a year. They're the ones with coaching programs that are $20,000, $30,000 that most people that essentially you guys are watching probably can't afford. So the reason why I say for you to trust me, and I'm not going to tell you to trust me, but the reason why people would be more prone to listen to me is because people that are watching are usually not at that level. Nobody that I really know in my circle is making more than $1 million a year. I only have one friend, but again, he has like 30, 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. Program's very expensive. So obviously, it's going to be really hard to align and resonate with somebody. So the reason being, first of all, why I only made $100,000 was because, with this one channel, was simply due to the fact that I never sold a single high ticket product. You're thinking to yourself, how the hell, 7,000 subscribers, only couple hundred, maybe couple thousand views per video. How the hell did you manage to simply, make money, like make $89,000, right? The reason being is not because of the upsells, the downsells. Actually, believe it or not, this is like my second or third year in business. I just learned those keywords only a couple months ago. I just now figured out what a funnel was, a landing page, a VSL, an upsell, a downsell, a workflow, like all these fancy keywords. If you're just starting off in the business world, like all you know is just to sell something. And I mean, it still really does go to a certain point. And of course, you have to solve solutions. Like the more that in pain somebody is, the more willing that they would be to give you their money. And the more in pain that they are, like the more urgent it is, the more obviously they can pay you. I didn't know anything about that, but now that's what I'm figuring out. So again, this video is to attract people that either don't have any money, they want to build their own business, their info education business, or somebody that already has an info business or an education business or even an agency, somebody that sells high ticket. Again, the reason why you should resonate with this is not because I only sold $500 products and that's how much I was selling every product for, nothing more, nothing less. The reason why is because I actually never knew that you could sell high ticket. Funny enough, I never even knew what the hell high ticket was. I just heard that keyword only like a year ago. And it was very fascinating to me that you can sell a product, a service, a coaching program, really anything for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. It blew my mind. And I was like, dude, that's insane. Now, the only issue with me is by that time that I learned all those keywords, I stopped posting on the channel. The kind of industry that I was talking about, it's TikTok shop essentially. It died down for me. And funny enough, it's actually on the come up again. So maybe I might come back to the channel, sell something high ticket. But at that point, whenever I did come back, I thought to myself, shit, I could have made so much more money if I would have launched a coaching program. The only issue is that I was not a master at TikTok shop. I wasn't even making that much money. I was more rather the go-to guide. Like, here's exactly what you need to do. It's just a small bridge of information. Here's the requirement. So, buying whatever I had to offer. And I'm not going to gatekeep this. What I was actually selling was a low ticket, $500 TikTok account. You literally opened up, it had like 10, 20,000 followers on it, and you can start posting content, making money. That was the solution, and that obviously made sense why I made so much money off of only a $500 product. It was like 10, 15 grand a month. So it was quite literally 1, 2, even 3 sales a day on a $500 product from complete beginners that pretty much had no money to their name, completely trusted me off of just a YouTube video. So of course, there are a lot of other people out there that probably had more money, so they could have spent more money with me and I would have made more money in the process. So the reason, again, why I'm telling coaches, agencies, and people that still already sell high ticket, even if you're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 grand a month, I have friends that are doing 50, 60, 75, $100,000 months, probably even more, on YouTube. And again, they don't have large channels, like I said. So the only reason why you should have a YouTube channel in 2025 is not because of you can make more money. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just break it down for you. It's probably going to be one of the worst drawings that you've ever seen. But let me go ahead and just kind of break it down for you. So a lot of people, and also I forgot to put this out here. Let's just do outreach, cold outreach. Now, of course, so many people on this channel, especially ones that are watching this video, so many people are obviously going to click off this video, and it's because either their attention span is not far enough, or it's because they simply do not see the value. So to the people that do skip off this video, they're missing out on a lot. But of course, if you're still watching, even though I'm being very boring, you obviously in your mind think, okay, he's got a point, or let's see where this is going. So let's just say whatever your traffic source is, you have cold outreach, you have short form, and you have a long form. So let's just go ahead and think, which one exactly does this attract? So first of all, this right here, each one of these traffic sources, cold outreach, realistically thinking, even if you're doing, like, let's say the golden bullet method, which is essentially reaching out to 100 people that you want to work with. Like, let's just say, like, if they landed at your doorstep, you would work with them. You would want to work with them. They have the perfect credentials, everything. So the only issue is that no matter how good the client is, you are coming to them. So it doesn't matter how good the solution is. It doesn't matter how much pain they're in. If you're a brand new person, your trust literally means nothing to them. You're like a 1 out of 10 on the trust scale. The only reason why somebody's going to trust you is the LKT, know, like, and trust you, or however you pronounce it. Wait, hold on. Let me put this. I need to give you guys this know, like, and trust you. Okay, so KLT, know, like, and trust you. Those are the 3 things that somebody needs from you in order to purchase from you, or at least 99% of the time. Cold outreach, like I said, no matter how good your profile is, like obviously profile matters a lot, blah, blah, blah. But like, it doesn't matter how good of a solution. Even if you literally handed them money, they'll still be suspicious. Huh, you just handed me money out of nowhere. I didn't even sell you anything. Like, it doesn't matter what you give them, whether it be free files, free projects, or even just advice. It'll take them a long time. And on average, this is what I've learned from many people doing the agency space. It takes around 21 days on average to gain enough trust for somebody to purchase from you. It usually takes around that time. Now, on a TikTok, of course, so many people think, well, this is so much more exposure. You can obviously get millions of people. That's the thing. You're going to need a lot, and I mean a lot of people to go ahead and see your videos. Now, of course, nobody's going to buy a $5,000 coaching program off of you. Let's just say your program's $5K or your service is $5K, whatever. Nobody on earth is going to buy it off of one TikTok that you made, right? So, because, first of all, know you. Okay, they'll know you once. They need to know you at least 10 times. In business, they say you need to see somebody's face 10 times in order to fully know them, have them in your subconscious. The second one is like you. Are you making content that triggers them? Or are you making content that rage baits them? Most of the time, that'll get you views. That's why so many of those videos get views. But most of the time, you're attracting the wrong people. You're getting people that simply do not like you for who you are. And the last one is trust you. Trust, it just comes down to a matter of how much value you give them. And on top of that, how often you do. Because again, like I said, even if you give them the best advice on earth, you're not going to have their full trust. Nobody on earth is closing $5,000 deals off of one TikTok. Unless your TikTok is like a minute, 5 minutes, even 10 minutes, but like nobody has 5-10 minute TikToks, okay? So it's going to take you around 10 TikToks to gain their trust. And obviously on top of that, they don't even know anything about what you do, what you sell. So obviously you're going to have to do 10 times the input in order to get somebody's trust, probably a 3 out of 10. Maybe you can buy a low ticket digital product and then upsell them into something that's a little bit more expensive. So you get my point. Obviously, trust is one of the biggest things inside of online business. Now, YouTube videos. Here's the thing. Some people, and you're probably expecting me to say, it's a 10 out of 10. They're going to trust you right away. No, because if you're making videos such as, let's just see here, let me give you an example. Jordan Welch. Now, if my camera dies, I apologize. I'm not able to look at this. But Jordan Welch right here, okay? Same principle. Maybe you don't have to see his face 10 times because he's so famous that you'll see him on other people's videos, okay? So the no part, obviously done. But like the whole trusting part, first of all, you're not going to watch one video and understand exactly what he does. How to Get Rich AI Gold Rush. But he's talking about AI. In reality, he does branded dropshipping, supercar shopping. You're not going to know what the hell he does until you watch multiple videos. So if you're thinking one YouTube video is going to get you clients, that's not going to be the case. But I will say it only takes you a couple videos to learn a lot more about them. Most of the time, you're going to like them based off of how they talk in the video. And then trust, here's the reason why you're going to trust them much quicker. One, they're giving you value in a YouTube video that is 10, if not 20, 30 times longer than the average TikTok. So, of course, you're going to be talking, and I've taught that the value is free. Of course, you're going to trust somebody that literally tells you everything about branded dropshipping for free. You're going to trust them more. It's simple. You're thinking, they already let down their drawbridge. They told me everything. You can even run with that information. You can go make your own store, make a bunch of money. You're going to trust them, especially if you get results with the information. So your trust automatically, even after maybe 2, 3, 4 YouTube videos, their trust is going to be a 5 through a 7 out of 10. Now, of course, the longer that you keep going with this, if you keep on outreaching to the same person, having a conversation, if you keep posting TikToks, if you keep posting YouTube videos, your trust is obviously going to rise over time. It's just like meeting somebody in person. You're not going to tell them your life story on the first date or the first time you're hanging out with a friend. You obviously have to go deep into that. So my point that I'm trying to get across here is that you're not going to get somebody's trust 100% on the first time, okay? But what I will tell you, and this is proven hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of times, is that the easiest and fastest and quickest way to not only get somebody to know you is by a YouTube video. The fastest way for somebody to like you, are you going to like somebody if you only spend 1 minute or 10, 20 seconds with them a day? No, you obviously have to know a lot more about them. If you know them for 20, 30 minutes, you get to figure out, okay, this guy is funny. Okay, this guy knows all that. Okay, this guy cares about people. So there's your like part. And trust, you're making a video completely free of charge for 20, 30 minutes. They're going to trust you. So the fastest way to build liking, trusting, and knowing, liking, and trusting is through a YouTube video. Now, of course, obviously, the more that you post, this can go to a 7, then an 8, then a 9, and then a 10, to the point where if they literally walked up to your doorstep and said, hey, I'm offering a special, you have enough money, you know you want the product, everything, you're just going to hand it to them. You're not going to talk to a stranger, say, hey, bro, I'm selling a Lamborghini for $1,000 at my doorstep. Do you want it? You're going to be suspicious no matter how good the deal is. If Jordan Welch came up to your door, my door, said, here, I have a Lamborghini for $1,000. Here you go. I trust you, bro. Like, I trust you're not going to bullshit me. So that's essentially how the whole YouTube aspect works. And, you know, to a point, obviously, you're going to get trust very quickly. So funny enough, actually, this is a very, very, very easy prime example. I would gladly show you this. Again, I'm not the one to sell high ticket, but I am obviously trying that out with this channel and to show you that it is possible. Obviously, the point that I'm trying to get across, even if you're trying to sell a $20 product or a $25 product, a $50 product, $500 product, which is what I essentially do, that's what I've always done, or a $1,000 product or a $2,500. Pretty much, guys, by the way, the amount of trust that you have for somebody, it doesn't mean the more content that you post, the higher you're going to be able to get paid. Obviously, this depends on other things, such as how good your sales skills are, how big their problem is, how good of a solution you can provide to them. But essentially, just to even get them through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, obviously requires trust. So that being said, if you want to charge $500, you only need a couple of YouTube videos. If you want to charge higher ticket, obviously a couple more videos. But like I said, it's going to be way faster doing it through YouTube. So if that doesn't even convince you, I don't know what will. But if you think that it is complete luck, then I'm going to go and show you something. So this is the channel, like I said, that we've been using to make a bunch of money, right? Okay. I wanted to test it with the exact same amount of money. So a $500 product, right? Literally, I'm talking in a completely new niche, something that I really don't know much about. And here we are, William Brown. Here's his face. Okay. If we go over to the exact channel, this channel literally has, and also this is an old channel. It's literally an old gaming channel. I started posting content on here. Go to the channel right here, 18 views, 38 views, 77 views. I posted 3 videos, and obviously 4 months ago, 5 months ago. These are old dead videos that I just tested out. 3 videos. Let's do the math here. Let's do the math. 38 plus 77 plus 18. I get a total of 133 views on like 5-8-minute videos. I didn't even go deep into it. And guess what? I had a link in my bio. To me is a complete. Boom. Here it is. You can look at the channel if you want. If you click right here, boom, $497, $500. And guess what happened today? Because of 3 little YouTube videos. This is insane, the power of YouTube. Look at this right here. Not this account. Which, hold on, let me switch up. Give me a second. Right here. Boom. $500. $497. We literally got a sale. And it's as simple as that. So if that doesn't convince you, if you can't even make your first client, and it's not guaranteed, this is just, it's not luck, but it's like the principle of YouTube is so much stronger than any other platform out there. Actually, funny enough, I want to show you something. I also have been testing this on TikTok. I've been doing TikTok for 3 months straight now. I've gained 1,700 followers, 22,000 likes, highest video, 250,000 views, every other video, a lot of people. I have thousands of, you see 99, thousands of messages. I haven't even got a single sale off of the exact same product I'm selling. It's because people are cheap. There's too many people. You have to talk to too many people. YouTube, I didn't even talk to the dude, and he bought. He didn't even watch the full video. I talked to him on the phone. I was like, bro, what made you buy? Oh, it's just the YouTube video. I trusted you. That is the core principle. So that being said, I mean, exact same principle here, guys. Even if you trust me, even if you don't, it doesn't matter. The point that I'm trying to just get across is that you need to start a YouTube channel. And if you're a busy business owner and you want to scale past $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a month, even higher, if you already have a high ticket offer, it's going to be so damn easy. I don't even want to curse on here. It's going to be so goddamn easy to make sales on here. It might not be as quick as, what I just showed you, but proof of concept, I know what I'm doing. And of course, I am quite literally showing you the exact strategy. Now, there's a little bit more into it that you got to go deeper into, like there's video format, actually maybe changing your offer up just a little bit, just some general things. But like the main point is that YouTube is like the traffic source to be doing this stuff on. So that being said, that's pretty much everything for today's video. And like I said, if you're a busy business owner doing over $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, you want to scale and you want me to just simply coach you one-on-one or do it with you, do it for you, pretty much whatever that you may need catered, where you don't really have to worry about doing this whole process yourself, then book a call down below and I'll essentially just show you exactly what to do. But that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day. And again, if you want to go ahead and scale, do exactly what I showed you, make high ticket sales through simple YouTube videos with me standing by your side, then that'll be in the description down below. Hope you all have an amazing day. Peace.